Parting ways with Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp's role as Liverpool manager is considered safe for now, despite the team's recent poor results and performances. Aside from this season, Klopp has a strong track record of success with the club. He led Liverpool to the Champions League title in 2019 and the Premier League title in 2020. This success looks like it will give him a little more time to turn things around. Additionally, it's worth noting that the Reds have been hit by a number of injuries to key players this season. So even if this campaign has been a huge disappointment by the club's recent high standards, it certainly makes sense to continue to support Klopp and be patient. Discussing the latest information on Liverpool's situation, Fabrizio Romano made it clear that the German tactician is safe and that the club is planning together. Among those plans is a summer transfer of Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham, according to Romano. Romano said, "I understand Liverpool fans will be worried, but Jurgen Klopp is safe at the moment. He is working 100% with the club for today and for the future. As for transfers, the midfield transfer could come before the January transfer window closes. Liverpool continue to explore options to find an opportunity. Also, Jude Bellingham remains a priority for June," he said. Klopp's future with the team has never been so much discussed. Since the German manager came, he has always led Liverpool to the top and won many trophies. However, this season, things are not going as expected. One of the biggest reasons for this formlessness is the long-term injuries of many starting players. In addition, some of the stars of the team do not even come close to their performances in previous years. The fact that Klopp is now sacked could further complicate the situation. So giving Klopp a little more chance seems logical at the moment. Sofyan Amrabat's interest was confirmed amid the panic warning. Liverpool's season took a turn for the worse on Saturday after a dismal defeat at Brighton. This defeat puts Jurgen Klopp's men in 9th place in the Premier League table, 7 points behind the Champions League qualifiers. Cody Gakpo is the only one to arrive at Anfield so far in this month's transfer window, and Klopp's squad is in desperate need of a boost. The midfield is Klopp's top priority and the Reds need reinforcements before they start considering the possibilities of signing Jude Bellingham in the summer. Liverpool's interest in Amrabat confirmed. Sofyan Amrabat has become a surprise target for Liverpool after his role in getting Morocco to make it to the World Cup semi-finals. The midfielder showed that he has the qualities that the Reds lack, with his appearances in the defensive midfield in Qatar. While an official move has yet to take place, the general manager of Amrabat's current club Fiorentina has confirmed that the Serie A side has answered questions from interested suitors. "All I'm saying is that they are both Fiorentina players, they are playing for Fiorentina. I'm happy that many teams are knocking on the door for them, but I can confirm that it's not easy to get a player from Fiorentina right now," Joe Barone told Calcio Mercato. This week, French media outlet Foot Mercato claimed that the players' representatives had spoken to Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, and the German manager was told the Reds' goal was to support a move to the Spanish capital. Former Liverpool star Don Hutchison has warned the Reds not to panic in the transfer window over their interest in Amrabat. Despite the odds appearing in Atletico's favour, Liverpool have not stopped pursuing the talented phenomenon. They are considering a bid of £35 million as the fee required to drive him away from Fiorentina. This thought came especially after the Brighton smash. The midfield cohesion and level of control largely absent from Merseyside this season could be resolved with the Amrabat transfer. Ranked 7th in the Premier League after 17 games, Liverpool will definitely need a midfielder in the intense fixture going forward. According to FBref, Amrabat this season placed in the top 4% for progressive passes, the top 5% for pass completion and the top 12% for block rate, compared to positional peers in Europe's top 5 leagues. This passing ability is exactly what the Reds need to rise back to the table. Playing 22 games for Fiorentina this term, Amrabat was a regular in his team, enjoying another solid challenge in Serie A. Praised as a monster by journalist Carlo Garganese, the Moroccan can inject an energy into a team that currently seems to lack that quality. Klopp, Ward and FSG all plan to act on quick faith to bring him to the Premier League. Liverpool's recent panic transfers are now known by everyone and the next name is expected to be Amrabat. 5 of Liverpool's players will go for free this summer. Liverpool needs restructuring this summer, and Jurgen Klopp has a lot to decide when it comes to arrivals and departures. There are a number of high-profile players preparing to leave the club when their contracts expire at the end of this season, which should lighten the wage bill when it comes to adding new signings during the summer. Adrian. Keeping Adrian around doesn't seem to do much, as bright young Callum Kelleher is firmly entrenched as Alisson's backup. The 36-year-old Spaniard has barely appeared in the last few seasons, but at least he will always have the memories of the 2019 Super Cup. Robert Firmino. Firmino has been an excellent servant for Liverpool since joining Liverpool in 2015. He scored more than 100 goals, and no player has played more than him under Klopp. The Brazilian was one of Liverpool's best and most fit players amid his struggles in the opening weeks of the 2022-2023 season. But he's now 31 years old and battling injuries. It's also hard to imagine a place for him in the team at a time when Cody Gakpo, Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunez, Mohamed Salah and Diogo Jota are in form. In fact, with the signings of Nunez and Gakpo, it is envisioned that Liverpool is already looking to a future where Firmino is not involved. Naby Keita. The midfielder certainly had his moments, but it's been 5 years at Anfield, and during that time, Keita hasn't consistently managed to get a good run in Klopp's best 11. Ultimately, it never fully justified its £52 million price tag and failed to unleash the potential it showed in Leipzig. So it will be interesting to see if the Guinea international can do its best elsewhere. James Milner. Instead of refreshing the squad with fresh blood at the beginning of the season, the decision to extend the contract with veteran Milner drew anger from certain sections of the Liverpool fan base. Klopp thinks the 37-year-old still has something to offer, having played more than 300 games and won everything he needs to win since joining Liverpool from Manchester City in 2015. But it will be interesting if he doesn't say goodbye to Anfield this summer. Milner may feel he has more to give as a top player. It's out of the question that the Premier League can surpass Gareth Barry as the all-time skin producer. Perhaps a return to childhood club Leeds United could be in the cards. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain, the man often forgotten after years of injury hell, returns frequently to run on the team that reminds us of all he was. The way things are going is embarrassing for the former England national team player, as there was a time when Klopp seemed like a key part of the project he was building at Anfield, especially as they made their way to the 2017-18 Champions League final. Ultimately, it seems like it's best for everyone to let Oxlade-Chamberlain try to revive his career at another club. He won't be 30 until the summer and should have a lot to offer if he can finally get past the injuries.